She's going. She looks amazing. Really does. Check out her page.
That is so cool. I've seen her photos and I was like, what the hell? It's like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. I love that. Her transformation is freaking mind-blowing. We have so many amazing results in the team at the moment. That's actually a really good thing as to what I'm going to talk about tonight too. Cool. Let's take 3 more. Who else wants to share?
Hey guys, I'm going to share. So I'm just I'm super excited and really grateful to have Mervyn jump in with Isagenix and jump on the team. We've got heaps that offer through life experience, and I know we're gonna jump into the Iso Body Challenge straight away and nail it. So really excited to see where that takes us, Merv. Thank you so much. Really looking forward to the journey.
Awesome. That is so cool. And yeah, I got to meet Mervyn the other night and he's going to crush it. Such an amazing person. And like, how cool that you had the courage to share this with him. Like, that's so cool. That's really awesome, Danielle. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh, he's on the call. Hey, Mervyn. What a legend. That's so cool. Okay, 2 more shares. Who else wants to go?
Can anyone hear me?
Yep, we sure can. Pixel.
It's actually Kerry.
Oh, hey, how's it going, girlfriend?
Hi, Danielle. Good. I thought I would jump in. I might not be able to stay the whole call because I'm going to be out of range driving through Taranaki. So jumping in where I can. I am very grateful for one of my people showing gratitude to Kennedy, who is absolutely doing so amazing. Since her David Woods event that she went to late last year, she's helped 13 people, I think, get started on Isagenix, which is flipping amazing.
Wow, that is so freaking awesome. And I agree, Danielle, you are on fire. It's just incredible what you've done. You've helped so many people and you yourself are looking incredible. Yeah, massively deserved shout out. That's so cool. And thanks for jumping on, Kerry. That's wicked. All right, let's take one more share. Cool.
Can I share?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Who was that asked? Was that you, Shelley?
Yeah, so I'm just really grateful. So my life's really busy. I'm a working mum. I have 2 boys, and I'm really grateful for quite a few people in my life. My partner, like, he takes up the slack. He's sharing the kids right now. Gabrielle, like, is, you know, there helping me, and I just am so grateful for all the people with their support to help me so that I can achieve my goals. So it's really, really, really cool.
Awesome. That's so cool, Shelley. I love that. And I know Zola has like really supported heaps of your events too, which is like, it's so cool.
Zola as well, sorry.
Yeah, it's so cool.
She comes to all of my she comes to every single one of my tasting parties. So Zola is an absolute legend. She is amazing.
I love that. Wicked.
Shelley.
Oh,
You're awesome.
Hey.
We've got so many. Gabrielle Dean just jumped on, but it's Laura. That's so cool. We've got so many amazing people. No, that's all good. We've got so many amazing people, guys, in the team, and I think that this call every week is so crucial because some of us don't actually realize how many legends we have in the team to leverage off and help each other. I think that it's just so crucial. If you can just jump on half an hour every Monday, it's just, these are so, so important for you guys. So some really big topics to talk about tonight. Is my internet a bit shit or is it okay? Thumbs up for okay, thumbs down for shit. It's okay? Oh, sweet. Awesome. Oh, so I've got a couple of shits in there. Okay. Hopefully it gets better. I'm on the Wi-Fi, so it shouldn't be too bad. But so there's a few massive things happening at the moment that I really want to share with you guys. First of all, you know, I know a lot of you guys got cash as part of the Set Up for Summer promotion. I saw Zola got some money in there. Bree got some money in there. I know a lot of you guys really went for that. You know, it was if you enroll 5, 8 or 12 people. So freaking shout out to you guys. Absolutely. And if these cash promotions come up, go for it, guys. Like, why not? You know, an extra $1,000 if you got 12 enrollments, which is so cool. So that's awesome. And there's another one. So in February, there's another incentive where if you help 10 new people get started on the products, you get to go to an exclusive dinner with Jim, Kathy, and Eric at Celebration, which that's freaking awesome, right? That's so cool. And those guys are boss. This is your chance to sit down with the founders of the company, the mum and the dad that started this company by licking envelopes and trying products. And, you know, this is like the biggest mum and dad company on the planet. Like, it's so cool. And obviously Eric and I don't know, Peter may or may not be there, but that's a really cool opportunity. So keep an eye out, have your 10. And what I actually did, which I found worked crazily well, is I made a list of all the people I was going to enroll. Remember, I screenshot and sent it to you guys at the start. So I made a list of all the people I was going to enroll for the Set Up for Summer, and heaps of them actually ended up enrolling. All the ones with ticks are the ones I ended up enrolling for the month. So if you were going for the 10 in February, I challenge you, make a list, write down the names of the people that you're going to get started. And some of these people are people that have never shown interest or whatever. I'm just like, okay, my cousin, like, you know, and then I was like, okay, write down my list. I'm going to contact them. And so many, do you know what the weird thing is? Like my cousin, I wrote him down and then he messaged me. I was like, whoa. So, you know, put it out to the universe that these are the 12 people I want. I want 12 enrollments. And yeah, it happened for me. So absolutely it can happen for you. So, but write the names down. So yeah, Bree's got them. Yeah, what a boss. She knows it. So yeah, I encourage you, if you want to win that dinner with the Cougars, write down the 10 and freaking go for it. Okay. So now I want to kick into the big ticket item of tonight, which is the ISA Derby. Now, I know that some of you guys have been like, I want to do it. What is it? So I want to cover exactly what it is, and then what's at stake for you, what you can get out of it, and then what it actually takes to win, okay, so that you're fully aware. Now, I also want you guys to know that in Tracy wouldn't even know what to say at that dinner. Just walk in and high five, man. That's all you need to do. I reckon just be like, yeah. I'll walk in there and be like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Yeah. So I reckon that.
I wouldn't know what to say.
Oh, I know. It's kind of like starstruck, eh? So for the ISA Derby, right, what it basically is anyone in Isagenix can team up with anyone else, right? You don't have to be any financially linked, but 6 people get together in a team and basically sprint for 90 days in the business, okay? So the 6 people, there can only be 2, which can be director or above, okay? Now, obviously, so you can't have 2 executives or 2 directors you can only have maximum of 2 executives or 2 directors or 1 executive, 1 director. Make sense? So obviously, it's not like all the leaders are just going to go together. We have to all be split up, which is so cool because then there's an opportunity for all of you guys to be coached. So in our team, I think we have 10 people, which are director or above. So essentially, we need to make at least 5 teams, which is really, really cool. And what we do, actually, I'll talk about how we're going to form the teams later. But basically, once you're in the team, so you don't actually need to lock in your team so the competition is 3 months, but they give you the whole first month to lock in your team, okay? So points start accumulating as soon as they announce it, and they've already told us that they are announcing it in February. So we know it's sometime this month. And when they announce it, they normally say, okay, points have started accumulating from Monday, just been. So they could even announce it tomorrow. Who knows? But points start accumulating. And then you've got a month to lock in your teams before you go, yep, this is it. So what I typically do with the team is say, right, who are all the people that want to go for ISODERBY? So put your names down. Yep, you want to go for it. Yep. And I'll explain exactly why you'd want to go for it in a second. And then the first month, we can see who is actually doing the work and getting points. And then whoever ends up with, a good amount of points in that first month, that's how we form the teams. So the top 6 point earners, you guys will be one team. The next 6 point earners, you guys will be another team. Does that make sense? And then it makes it fair because people that are actually putting in the work, they get put in, or they can get a good team. Of course, there might be some of you guys that say, look, I just want to work with like my mates or someone that lives close to me. That's totally cool. You can absolutely form your team if you want. That's all good. But that's typically how we do them. But what we'll have to do is, I guess, between the leaders, we'll somehow have to figure out, okay, you go with you, because it can only be 2 of us in a team. So have a think about, do you have a preference as to who would you kind of, and, it doesn't have to be someone that you are enrolled by. You don't have to be in a team together. However, I'll show you how the points accumulate. So it can actually be in your advantage to be in a team with the person that enrolled you, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just going to share my screen and show you guys a little bit of information about the ISODERBY so you can kind of see what I am talking about. Okay, so this is typically so this was the most recent ISODERBY was to Borneo. And this is the announcement that came out. Prepare your team for Borneo. The top 13 teams win the trip, but also they take the top individual point earners. Okay, so if you're not in a winning team, but you earn a lot of points, you'll still win the trip on your own as an individual. And I think the first 3 trips I won was just as an individual. So don't think that, oh, my team isn't doing anything, I'm just going to give up, because you can win on your own and freaking go for it. Anyone can win this if you really go hard. So what's at stake is, hang on, I'll bring this one up here. That's maybe why my internet's slow, because that one's loading. Okay, so what's
always 13? Is it always the top 13 teams, or does that change year by year?
Yep, it's normally the top 13 or 14 teams. If there's, it's really close and there's a couple of teams that missed out by 1 point, they usually take them as well. So they have taken a maximum of 16 teams because that's there were heaps of ties and stuff. But normally it's top 13 or 14 teams and individuals. So, if you are one of the top individuals outside of the winning teams, then you'll get a spot as well, which is so cool. So the trip is an all expenses paid trip to Nashville, Tennessee, for the celebration. And they also do other awesome activities outside the celebration. So this one just been to Vegas. We got flown all expenses paid to Vegas. We got sent leather engraved bag tags to put in our bags. We got these awesome plane carry bags. We got e-shots on arrival since we landed. You just get treated like royalty. We got taken to the event. Our rooms had 3 beds in them, and they were worth $600 US a night. 3 double beds in our room, and that's what you get as your room. It's no expense spared. Every day when we got back to our room, there was a present on our bed, and it was all the new American products, like a tub of cookies and cream, or amped protein bars, or just all the American products. They just give you so much, and it's on your bed when you get home at the end of each day. Then obviously we got to see Tony Robbins for free. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars to see Tony Robbins, and we got to see him for free at the event, which was pretty freaking cool. All our flights, accommodation, just dinners, everything. They hired out for the start party. They hired out the whole Omnia nightclub, which is one of the top nightclubs in Las Vegas. They had people coming down from the roof, like in these like little bikinis and doing like aerial acrobatic stuff at the start party. It's like all in. And all the meantime, you're sitting in the pool, drinking cocktails, meeting other people. It's like, it's the type of trip that you could never buy. You could never, ever buy it because A, you'd never be able to afford it. And B, it's with 5 of your best mates. Like, it's unheard of, right? And so that's at stake. Then they also put us on a bus and took us to Phoenix. So we got to go to the Ice head office. We got to, learn. We got a whole day of training with master trainer Rod Hairston, who's one of Tony Robbins' coaches. It was like mind-blowing stuff. And the other trips, Borneo, Cambodia, Hawaii, that you'll never ever experience a trip like this. You don't have to do any planning. You just rock up to the airport and then show them your passport and everything is taken care of. It's freaking nuts. So, and they also gave us like heaps of credit on our rooms to just go out for dinner and stuff. Like it's actually stupid. So you get treated like royalty, but you get to go to the big celebration. You get to go to, I think they included the ticket to the gala where everyone's dressed up in ball gowns and you hear from Jim and Kathy and you can go around to their table and give them a hug. Like, it's so cool. It's amazing. So that's one benefit is what you win. The other benefit is you're going to minimum triple your Ice income, quadruple even. So the recent, the American Derby that I did with Amanda and Rebecca, I'm not sure if they're on here. So it was me, Amanda, Rebecca, Joel, Kia. Kia was only 18 at the time. We had to sneak her into the nightclubs in Vegas with a fake ID. Anyway, so we won the last Vegas Ice Derby, or the one before, sorry. And when we looked at it, me, Amanda, and Bex looked at it, we entered the Ice Derby. I was an executive, but they were both managers, okay? You share, they share. At the end of that derby, they were both 2-star crystal executives. So that's what you can, and that was only 3 months difference. That is the real benefit to you. You're going to build the work you do in this condensed 3-month period sets your income up for the whole year, for the next 2 years, for the next 5 years. And you look at, the work we did in that derby gets you to executive. You're going to get to executive. Like if you go for it, absolutely, because you're coaching, it's pretty intense, you're going for it. But it's not a walk in the park, as I'm sure you can imagine. It's like everyone has to get a minimum of 80 points to qualify for the trip, okay? So your whole team points get added together, but your team could win, but if you as an individual don't have the minimum, you don't go, right? Because it's like if someone jumped in a team and then didn't do anything, but their team won. It wouldn't be fair if they got to go on the trip, right? So there's always a minimum of around 80 points that you've got to get yourself. Now, the points, you get them by enrolling new members, by rank advancing either yourself or you're personally enrolled. So in that instance, it can be an advantage to be with someone who you are linked to. For instance, if we're in a derby and say Bree was director and then we helped her get to executive, which is what did happen in our recent derby, she gets the points for becoming an executive and I get the points for creating an executive. Does that make sense? So you can do it that way, but most of the points you're going to get through enrollments. Let's be honest, because I think for becoming an executive you get 10 points, or creating an executive you get 10, but enrollment is like 5. So because you get 4 points for enrolling in a premium pack, plus 1 point for entering in the Ice Body Challenge. So enrollments are the driver of most of the points, but you can really cash it in if you are obviously rank advancing yourself or rank advancing your team as well. By the way, if you have any questions as I go, just type them in the chat box because I know that, this can be a lot of information. So that is basically how you run the derby. Now, the other thing too that's really important is that you get points for completing an Ice Body Challenge. You get 5 points for completing the Ice Body Challenge, okay? So to complete the Ice Body Challenge during the derby, you need to have started before Ice Derby starts. Okay. So if you're not at an IsaBody challenge right now, you want to enter right now, like tonight, so that you can finish during the derby period. Okay. So enter IsaBody challenge right now. And the other thing you want to do is healthy mind and body, because you get points for completing healthy mind and body. So you want to probably start it now so that you complete it during the period, and then you can join again. So you get points for completing it, get 5 points for completing it, and 1 point for joining it again. So make sure you're an IsaBody challenge and healthy mind and body. Okay, how many points do we need to win? There's no, it's just the top 14. So you don't know how many points. You just got to go psycho. But so last time I think I had 140 points, but yeah, but then some others in the team had like 90 or 80. So you, and we won the trip. I mean, so, and this is the other thing, guys. So the Borneo Isa Derby, which I want to get Bree to share a little bit about this. For the Borneo Isa Derby, we had, 6 of us at the start and 2 dropped off. So there were 4 of us. Most other teams had 6 couples in their team, okay? And so there was like 12 people in the other teams, and we had 4. And we still got, what do we get, third or fourth? The whole thing. So even if people in your team say, oh, I give up, I'm out, my cat died, whatever, doesn't mean you aren't in the running. Don't give up. Just keep going, keep going. Bree, do you want to share a little bit about your experience? Bree's actually been on 2 Isa Derbies, Vegas and Borneo. So she's a bit of a gun. Do you want to share a little bit about what it did for you? What did it change for you? How cool was it? Would you do it again? Do you recommend these guys go for it? Over to you.
So if everyone's on this call, they're so pumped, you know that you're going to go for it, because I'm smiling from ear to ear. I'm so excited for the next one. So cool about it. And one of the questions was, how many points do you win? For the first 2 months, every couple of weeks, corporate are putting on the Isagenix business page, like the leaderboard. So you can see where you are, and you pick the coolest name so you can see where you are. And then the last week or last 2 weeks, they don't put anything on Facebook. So you have no idea. So you just got to keep gunning, keep gunning. So with Borneo, yeah, there was a lot of singles in our team. I didn't do it with my partner, Wayne. I chose to go on it single. He went away to do a yoga course. And so I was like Gabby, like doing it quite singly. And it does take a lot of work. Plus we had some people that drop off. But what we did as a team was that we had weekly calls every week, and that just kept us accountable. You can follow your points in the back office to see where you are. So a lot of the first trip was a lot about the points. In that first derby that I didn't necessarily rank advance in that one. It was all about enrolling people and helping them have a great 30 days so they were ordering again, because points are on auto ship as well. So Borneo to the next Isa Derby America was so different. I treated it so differently. I think the first one I treated it like it was just this massive like hustle game where I was just like, it does take a lot of work. But if you plan it right, like Gabby's saying, you know how many points, you know you need to get minimum 80. In Borneo, it was like, just get minimum 120. Don't think about the 80, just work to 120. And what we did in our team is we went through all the points and how you can get points. So we say, okay, so let's work on getting 10 premium packs and 10 30-day weight loss. And that will be around the same packs. Plus, everyone went on to 16-week body challenge. Everyone did. We also shared with people healthy mind and body, and we made sure everyone was getting an auto ship as well. So we made sure that we were giving that 5-star service. So when we won that was just like a massive shock. I was like, no freaking way we won a free trip away. I'd never won anything like that in my life. From a miner to a big mining company would never give me no matter how hard I tried, a free trip. So of course I wanted to go for the next one. So yeah, America was totally different. I really just used that to grow my business, and I rank advanced a few levels, and it was awesome for my business. So I'm really excited for this one coming up. I know you guys are so pumped as well. And just the trip, like Gab said, you can never buy this. In Borneo, one of the things I'll always remember is they said goodnight to us. We all went home. We all had our like separate rooms. I had a separate room with 2 double beds in. It was crazy. And every night there's always something on your bed. And I remember going home this one night, and I got like a little Derby, like little piece of paper, and it said, have your passport ready, meet at 4:30 in the morning. And we met at 4:30 in the morning with our passport, and we flew from one side of the island to the other to play with the orangutans for the day. The orangutans. And they flew us back that afternoon. Like, you wouldn't plan that kind of stuff. And there's evening events, there's games, you meet the top leaders, and you're interacting with like the millionaires, you know, they're the same as us, but you're just in that close-knit environment. So you just get to ask so many questions, and there's always something happening. So I'm super pumped for this next one.
How freaking yeah. And like, yeah, I totally even forgot about that. So they flew us over to an orangutan sanctuary, and they showed us that due to the demand for palm oil, a lot of the Indonesian rainforest is being destroyed for the demand for palm oil. And these orangutans have been orphaned as a result. And the reason they took us there is because guess what? We can do something about that. We have time and money. That's why they took us there. How cool is that? Like, seriously. At every celebration, we do the Give Back Day. So in celebration in Brisbane, we're doing a Give Back Day. Normally, we make food for the homeless or something like that. In Fiji, we painted that school and did the, every trip has a massive focus on give back. Same thing, if you win this one to Nashville, there'd be a massive give back opportunity for you to really pay it forward and show your gratitude for what this company has done. And it's just, it blows my mind what this company's done. So hearing about that, who is keen to run, just by show of hands, for the Derby? Who's keen to give it a crack? Yeah, Nick. Woo! If you guys got your camera off, this will be the time to turn your camera on and show me. And like, you guys, the cool thing is, even if you don't take the competition out, you're going to massively increase your own income. You're going to help so many people get ridiculous health on these amazing products. And for anyone that's actually in the Derby, there's massive spot prizes and free products they give away along the journey. So even if you're thinking, man, I can't get 140 points, don't let that stop you giving it a crack. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if I was like, oh, I'm never going to get that. Why would I even try? Fuck it, try. Because worst case scenario, you're going to increase your own income and get some new team members. Worst case scenario. And like, how amazing is that? So it is win, win, win. Even if you are not going to take out the grand prize, you win just by entering it, just by being in a team. You become, and the people that you do this Derby journey with, even if you don't win on your weekly calls, they can become some of your best freaking friends. So, have a think about, who do you want to team up with? Who would you love to be coached by? Who would you love to coach in your team? Who do you think has really got what it takes to step up and say, look, as soon as it's announced, we've got 1 month to prove that we're in this, we're taking action. And so you want to be talking to people now, because the people you talk to now are going to be the ones that enroll over the Derby. You guys agree? So that's crucial. Thank you so much, Bree. I love that. It's so cool. And yeah, virtually every person who's been in a Derby is now a Crystal executive in the team, which is pretty freaking cool, right? So if you're thinking, I want to get to executive, then now this Derby is your chance to do it. And what we do is we have weekly calls. So it'll be an ISA Derby call, and your team have calls. And also the company do weekly ISA Derby calls for everyone to jump on. Weekly mentoring, weekly coaching. And this is also your chance to step up as a leader and lead a team. How cool is that? Even just lead yourself. Give it a crack. So whether or not you're thinking you're going to win doesn't matter. Just get in a team. Doesn't matter, okay? So that's really, really cool. ISA Body Challenge is the next. Oh, sorry. Was there any questions about ISA Derby before I move on to a little bit about ISA Body Challenge? Actually, I'm going to share my screen. So this is what the points, like the flyer looks like for all the points, okay? So this is the one for Las Vegas. ISA Derby, bring your team together, the important dates. So last year it was, you could register from 11th of March. So last year it started on the 6th of March. Now we know this year it's starting in February, so it's obviously starting a little bit earlier. And the trip is in August to the global celebration. Yeah, we got to see Tony freaking Robbins, but there's going to be some big key people at these events. At the New Year kickoff, they had freaking Red Foo come and play. Like, what the hell? We didn't have that at New Year kickoff Christchurch, but hey, if we build it big enough, Red Foo will come. They bring in, it blows your freaking mind. It really does. So Tony Robbins, this one was top 10 teams. Got to go to Arizona and hang out with Rod Hairston. He's the guy that is in the Healthy Mind and Body program. He's a boss. This is the Venetian. This is the hotel we stayed in. This photo here is inside. This is a fake sky in the building. What the hell? That's crazy, right? It's freaking nuts. That's the head office. Oh, we did a zip line over the whole of Las Vegas. It was just, so here's the prize. Return airfares from your capital city, 7 nights accommodation, 5 nights in Las Vegas, 2 nights in Scottsdale, celebration, early access, transports, exclusive headquarters tour, training, fun activities. Yeah. ISA Derby gifts and merchandise. It's so cool. Here you go. Create a team of 6. Select a leader. Now, your team leader can be anyone who's consultant or above, okay? Anyone who's consultant or above. Minimum of 80 points. How you earn points, how new customers join, rank advance, ISA Body, Healthy Mind and Body. Enrollment, here you go. 3 points for a 30-day cleanse pack, 4 points for a premium pack. If you become or develop a consultant, a manager, director, executive, or go new 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. Healthy Mind and Body, again, completing at 5 points, entering 1 point. So you want to enter now so you can complete it and get the 5 and then enter again. ISA Body Challenge, complete it during the contest period. So you really want to start now, because if it starts in March, April, May, then you'll be finishing it just as the Derby finishes. So really enter ISA Body today if you haven't, because tomorrow it could be too late. Retention. So we got points on retention, and this was a new one they brought in, that if their auto ship was up to between 100 and 150, you got 1 point. If they got 200, so that's up to a 30-day cleanse. If they got a 30-day cleanse on auto ship, you got 5 points. So you got as much for auto ships as for a new enrollment. So cool. Okay, how do you register a team? They give you the first month to register in your team. Yes, it counts as if you enroll people in international markets as well. That's still counted towards, say you enroll someone in London. That's cool. Top teams or top individuals. Yeah, so this here, what I'll do is I'll actually put this flyer in the chat box, and I'll get you guys to go and have a read through it so that and read the fine print. Because we were like, when's the cutoff? When's the cutoff? When's the cutoff? And then we're like, man, we've got 1 hour. And then they're like, no, it's US time. Shit, we've got 10 hours. Go, 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 go. So read the fine print. It's like, what is the cutoff? US time. And most of the competitions are in US time, and that's what kind of trips people up. So I've just put that in there. Brisbane had Justice Crew perform. Yep. It is so cool. It really is freaking next level. So next thing I want to talk about is ISA Body Challenge. Oh yeah, so after this call, you guys send me a PM. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put a post in Team Kickass saying, hey guys, who wants to run for the Derby? And then everyone just go, me. And then, right, you guys, as soon as it's announced, go hard. Let's see where the points end up and go for it. Obviously, you can form your own teams. Totally cool. But if you, want to be in the teams, then we'll help you be in teams. Cool. Okay, so ISA Body. Ice Body Challenge is freaking important, guys. And I know that some of us are kind of half-assing it, and me included. I have the story like, I'm already in shape. Why do I need to do the challenge? I'm always in the challenge, but I never really go hard. So I'm going to put a challenge out to all of us to freaking crush IsaBody. We have a lady who's lost 100 pounds. She should have fucking been an IsaBody finalist, but we're not up there really pushing it in our team like other teams are, and we should be, because that is what's going to build your business. Your before and after photo, your 16-week transformation, that's going to build your whole empire. If you want to run for Derby, you have to be in IsaBody Challenge and you have to go hard, okay? So that is a essential requirement of the Derby, is that you crush your challenge. You get vulnerable as shit and you put your before photos up there. If you really want to win it, that's what it takes, okay? So I just think we really, me as well, need to take IsaBody Challenge more seriously. And what we also need to realize is that us as a sponsor, if we introduce someone, whose responsibility is it for them being in the challenge? Ours. It's our responsibility that that person's in the challenge, because when they first start, they don't know how epic it is. They don't know how important it is. And then when they get down the track and be like, oh, I didn't enter the challenge, I didn't take before photos, that's our fault, us as a sponsor. And even if you're like, no, I don't want to do it, it's as if I'm never going to share. You never know if they're going to share or not. Just like Annalisa's girl, Pip. Absolutely would never expect her to be a person that shared, and she's sharing and doing amazing. So it's you as a sponsor need to go through your downline and make sure everyone's in the IsaBody Challenge. If not, it's your responsibility to get them in there, okay? You've got to take that so seriously, because we are jibbing them if we don't help them get in there. If you go to your back office and under contests and promotions, there's IsaBody Challenge, you can go view downline reports and it tells you who's in the challenge. Compare that, right, print that off, right, who's not in. Oh my God, they're not in the challenge. I thought they were. Because people say, yeah, I'll enter, and then they don't. So it's our responsibility to make sure everyone's in there and let them know how important it is. If they crush it, that photo can build them a multi-million-dollar business. No shit. It truly can. Shelley is a freaking boss example of this. She nailed the IsaBody Challenge. And look at her. She's on fire. How can people doubt her when she has that photo? And guess what? When someone says to you, iShrink doesn't work, you just hold out your photo. That's all you do. iShrink doesn't work. Can't be too bad. Then what can they say? They can't argue, right? Dude, can't be too bad. That is why it's so important for you. No one can ever argue with you or tell you that these products don't work. When you have that transformation in your palm, you just go, what? Can't be too bad. That's it. That's how you handle the objection, okay? So it's really important that we ramp up our IsaBody challenges, me included. I'm going to put my underwear selfies on Facebook. I know it's going to be messed up, but leaders go first. I know that's something that I need to do. It's going to be all sorts of messed up down the downstairs mix up, but I'm going to give it a crack, okay? And so I think that we all need to take it a little bit more seriously. Okay, cool. Actually, now's a good time. I really want to get a screenshot of all you guys' faces, because I want to do a post about how many babes are in my team. So if you guys can turn on your camera, if you can, and I'll do a little screenshot. I'll just wait for you guys who have your camera off, turn it on. Even if you think you look like crap, doesn't matter, just turn it on, because otherwise it just looks blank. Okay, cool. And while they're turning the camera on, I will do, oops, cut out there a little bit. Tracy, you look hot as. Yay! Neil! All these cool people. Okay, brilliant. All right. Those guys might not want to. Okay, smile, everyone. Yay! Brilliant. Got it. Okay, last thing I want to talk about. There was something else, wasn't there? IsaBody, IsaDerby, and can someone remind me? Facebook niche pages. Yes, okay. This is really important, because how we won the Derby was by really using our niche page, okay? So, yes, you are going to have yes, we use our warm market or our friends and people we know on social media and in real life. But when I look at the derbies that we did, I relied a lot on either the Fit Farm Chicks niche page or the Isa Health niche page, those business pages that I created, okay? So I would encourage you guys to start having a think about that, because that's a tool that has really, 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 really helped me a lot. Okay. So basically now what a niche page is when you create a page that people can like and follow. And once you have a page that people can like and follow, you can do paid Facebook advertising to get your page more viewers, get people to message you. There's certain rules around what you can pay to promote. You can't promote before and afters. You can't promote heaps of skin. They pull you up on nudity, things like that. There's a few rules, but it is really, really powerful if you do it right. Okay, so what I would encourage you guys to do is start having a think about what potentially could be your niche. Like the Fit Farm Chicks that me and Amanda and Beck started 3 years ago. You know, that's grown to, that is an amazing, huge network, because we can just at the push of a button do a boosted post and get enrollments whenever we need to. So guess what? When a derby comes, boom, we just pay and get some enrollments. Now, that page didn't grow itself. We invested a lot of money into that page, into growing that page, into getting followers. So if you, that's how your cousin got started, she's not even a farm chick. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you do need to know that you're going to have to invest money to build a niche page. So if you're thinking, I don't have any money, you need to use your normal Facebook. Don't worry about a niche page. If you have money to invest into your business and you know it's going to pay you tenfold, then building a niche page is key, really, really key. I think that when I look back as to my whole journey, that page was massive. Then I obviously handed it to Amanda and Bex, and I've got one that's purely Isagenix focused called Isa Health. You guys can go stalk it, check it out, but I can do paid promotions on there. Whenever there's a derby, I might do a promotion that's $200, put it on there. Boom, 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 message, 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 message. Yes, not everyone's going to sign up, just like everyone. And you've got to remember that if you are talking to people you've never met before, there isn't the trust element there, okay? So you do have to work a little bit harder with people that are coming through on a niche page, but simple. Hey, what's your number? Chick, I'll give you a call. Hey girl, yeah, it's me, Gabby from Isa Health page. So you're showing them, you're not, a dodgy old dude behind a computer. You're a real person. You are truly using these products. You've got to build that trust. So you've got to get on the phone or on Zoom straight away within or from a niche page. So Facebook niche pages are super powerful if done right. Now, you cannot create a niche page, do one post, and expect to get signups. Of course, it does take time. It takes time, it takes consistency. It is a lot of work does go into it. But if you're in Isagenix for the long-term game, then absolutely is crucial. I honestly believe that. And I think that it's really about, if you're thinking about what your niche pages be, this is my advice. It has to be truly authentic to you. Don't try and steal someone else's thing. It's got to be truly you and really freaking honest to you. Like really honest and really vulnerable. The more vulnerability you can get in there, the better. There's so many Fitness Life and, these real generic ones. But my advice would be target a specific group and nail that freaking group. If someone thinks Fit Farm Chicks, they think of us. It's a specific target. But we're really tapping that market so freaking well. So for you guys that are thinking about starting one, I'm here to help you guys. Absolutely. Think about, because the concept is really, really important. Why are you doing that page? What's it about? Like why is that authentic to you? The other thing I encourage you to do is do it with someone you're financially linked to. Okay? Because you don't have enough time to manage it full time. You might be on holiday, or the responsiveness is crucial, everything. If someone sends a message to your page and you don't reply till the next day, you've lost them completely. So you have to be straight on the money, responsive all the time. So think about these things before you think of starting a page. If you can't be responsive, don't bother about starting one. You've got to be able to message straight back. Hey chick, yep, how's it going? You can set a automated response. Hey, thanks so much for your message. You can set an automated response, which might help. But if you're not going to get back to them for a day, I wouldn't waste your time. responsiveness is so crucial, just like anything. You guys know when you get a message about Isagenix, you don't reply to a day or 2 days, you find out they're joined with someone else. Of course, it's responsiveness is everything. It's key because that is trust. Like, why would they join with you as a coach if you don't even reply for a day? Like, as if they're going to find someone else for sure. So that is really, really crucial. You are going to have to invest a little bit of money. It does take a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's not going to guarantee you overnight results or signups, but long term, I believe it's really, really an amazing thing to have. I know that, there's been some changes with Facebook algorithms lately where I need to do some research into them, but apparently, Facebook is trying not to encourage too many niche pages, but I haven't actually looked into that myself, so I don't know what that is, but I will definitely do some research. But from my perspective, I'm honest and telling you guys that's how I won the derbies, by using my niche page and by injecting a couple of $100, boosting a post and getting signups. But as soon as someone says, hey, I want to know about it, hey, right on the phone, come to my tasting party, let's jump on Zoom. It's not like, oh, cool. The magic formula is great if you're at work and you can't jump on the phone immediately. But it is really crucial with those leads from a niche page to try and show them you're a real human being. You're not just some robot or creepazoid and, sitting in a foreign country messaging them. You're a real person. So that's why I think it's powerful. On your niche page, the first thing someone should see is a video of you saying, hey, my name's Gab. The reason I started Fit Farm Chicks is to create a community. And what you want to do is create a community. Your page should be a community about something that is so strong to your heart, that's deep, that is you. It's you, essentially. And be really, really honest. So like Brie, she wanted to get other minds. What was that name we thought of for you, Brie? Something about Mina? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, we went through a few. I ended up calling it Smart Miner, but to be honest, I am not really using that one at the moment. It's a great niche because it's targeted to the mining community, but my heart's not really in the mining community. I've now started another one called Health and Fitness Babes, which is all about North Queensland, so targeting that kind of area. But it's all about that community and females as well. So yeah, it's really a great idea if you're thinking of creating one. It's fun as well.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, and it's going to be trial and error. You might do a post and then be like, oh crap, I didn't get any likes or whatever. You're going to have to take a time to work it out, but anyone can do it. Like anyone can. And but it does require money to invest to get that page up. I know Laura Cook had one called like New South Wales Belly Busters. And that's actually really cool. It's like people in New South Wales that want to get rid of their belly. It's actually really popular. So make it specific, not like, live your life. It's like, what is that? You want to create a niche community that people see the name and like, boom, that's me. Fit Farm Chicks. What is that? That's sick. I'm from a farm or whatever. Or like the one I have now is just called Isa Health. So that one is targeting people looking through Facebook for Isagenix that maybe have heard about it from someone else. So you can do ones like that if you want, like Nutritional Cleanse New Zealand or something like that. It's totally up to you. Obviously, it will require that investment of money into it to get followers and stuff like that. But invite all your friends to follow the page, like get in there and make it your own. And if you nail it, this can be your tool to build your empire for the rest of your life. Like literally. Like Bex and Amanda have Fit Farm Chicks, over 16,000 women in there. They do one, depending on how many enrollments they need, that's how much money they put in to boost the post. Like it is that simple. And when you boost a post, you can choose, okay, I'm doing like 16-week body challenge. Who wants to join me? I want to boost this to women 25 to 45 who live in Auckland within 5 kilometers of Grey Lynn, who like dogs, travel, yoga, cleansing, detox. That's the kind of, I can choose exactly who I want to see that post, and that's who I can pay for it to be seen by those people. So that's why you want to make it really specific to you so that you can really target that market. That's who you want to target. Yeah. So I really, really do encourage you guys, if you don't have one already, that you create one. If you have the funds and the time to invest in it. If not, crank your personal page. That's free. Crank your personal page. It's free. Go freaking nuts. I really, really, can't even, I stepped out of Fit Farm Chicks over, a year and a half ago. So I've just been using my personal page. So it's not like you can, it's not like you can't do it. You definitely can. And, there are people that there's arguments for and against niche pages. For me, it's been really, really successful. And actually, like a few people on this call right now are from my niche page. Like what Danielle, we've got Robin, we've got, a lot of people, Holly, Laura, a lot of people in this call right now are from the niche page. So that gives you a bit of an idea as to how epic it can be if you have the time and the money to really put into it and really just own it. Okay, cool. So, sorry guys, literally before this combo, I started posting on my niche page. Hit select all of my friends to like. I appreciate the likes. Awesome, Kirsty. What's your niche page called? Is Kirsty still on here?
Mine is Fit Brits NZ.
Awesome.
Being the English that I am.
Love it. That's perfect. That is absolutely you. That's amazing. That's awesome. Absolutely. Let's show it a like. Oh, okay. One more thing, guys. One more thing. If this is actually quite important. If you like, how there's quite a few niche pages out there, right? If you like someone else's niche page that does isogenics, all your network get notified that you have liked that page, right? And so you are sending your network to like that page. So if that one is someone else doing isogenics, you're sending your network to go and follow that person, follow that page, and join isogenics with them. So you might want to do some unliking. I know, like, there was one the other day that was like, nutritional cleansing. I think it was a nutritional cleansing New Zealand or something like that. And I saw that like half of Team Kick-Ass have liked it. I'm like, no, unlike it, guys, unlike. So you might want to go through and look at the pages you've liked and unlike other people's isogenics pages, because otherwise, every time they do a post and says, Gabrielle Dean likes this page, they go, oh, cool, what's that? Boom, like. Then you've lost them. So it's really, really important. Obviously, the isogenics, the official isogenics page, you want to like that and follow that. Yes, totally. But just other, and it's hard because like it might be like ISA New Zealand or something like that. So you think it's isogenics, but it's not. It's someone's page. So just be really careful. Go after this, go through and look at the pages you've liked, and you might want to unlike some of the pages. You can still follow them, but to get like ideas and stuff, but you might want to unlike them. So I'd love to, any of you guys that need help creating a niche page or whatever, I'm going to be doing some testing out and seeing how effective mine is by putting money in and seeing if I'm still getting heaps of traction, given there's some changes in the Facebook algorithms and things like that. So I think that just pages, not closed group. Yep, right, Nicole. Yep. Because if you're in a closed group, people can see if you're in a group, but not if it's a secret group. So if it's a secret group, they can't see that you're in there. But I think a closed group, they can see that you're in there. Yeah. But yeah, mainly pages that you've liked. That's what you get notified that, or your network gets notified that you like that page. So that's not ideal. Okay, cool. Whew, it's just took over an hour, but I hope you guys found that valuable. And, any other things you'd love me to cover on next week's team call, let me know, because I really just want to help you guys crush your goals and smash it. Go and unlike pages, other people's Facebook pages about isogenics. Make sure you're in ISA Body Challenge. Make sure you're in Healthy Mind and Body. And read through the rules of ISA Derby so you're prepped and ready to go. You know exactly, as soon as they go, boom, it's launched, you know exactly, right, enroll, like you know exactly. Work out to get the 80 points, what does that mean? How many enrollments is that? If you're a manager, you got to get to director. So you're going to create, you know, another 4 consultants plus a rank advance. Like, work out what's going to be the best plan for you in that 3 months. Also, we have the 90-day action plan booklet. Okay, so I really, really recommend that, like, as soon as the Derby launches, we're going to be following that booklet. Okay, we're going to be following that 90-day game plan, 90-day action plan booklet. So I really suggest that you guys go and print one off, get it bound, make it pretty, and freaking own that thing. That is the best way for you to track what you're doing every single week. It's got all the events in there. It's got so much good stuff. So if you go into your back office under resources, go browse library, and then you can go business resources. See, Bree is holding hers up right now. Yeah. Look, nailed it. Absolutely. So go in there.
What I did today, quickly, Gabs, is I did print it off. If you don't have a printer at home, I went to Officeworks. I don't know if you've got it in, you guys got it in New Zealand. Yep. I printed it off, and then the binding system didn't work, but I still just put some staples in it, and it's got some really good information. It kind of sets you up to succeed. Like, you can't fail if you follow this. It's an incredible booklet, and they've updated it from previous years, so it's in a better format now. It's mint. Oh, and for all this, $5 to print it off. So I know you can go online and you can buy your own from Isotools and stuff, and you can get it fancy and it's coloured, but this was $5 to print off on 50 pages. It's pretty cool investment. Plus you can claim it at tax.
Yeah. $5. I mean, well, that's probably 10 in New Zealand, but you know what? It's an investment in our business, right? So that's all good. Awesome. So quite a lot of info tonight, but I hope that really helped you guys. For future calls, I'd love you guys to tell me who would you want as a guest speaker on these future team calls. You know, I'm beginning to get a bit of pull power, so I can ask other leaders. And also, you guys, you know, feel free to reach out to a leader that you like and say, hey, would you mind jumping on our team call this week on Monday? Like, I'd love to have you on our team call, stuff like that. So let me know who you want to hear from, what topics you want to cover. Also, there's heaps of launch parties happening this week. On Thursday night, we've got 6 launch parties in Team Kick-Ass. I believe Dora's got one in Upper Hutt. I've got one in Auckland in the city. Yeah, hot. There's one in Hamilton. I think there's actually 2 in Hamilton on the same night. There's one in Morrinsville. There is, I think, maybe Christchurch. There's heaps. So what I'll do in Team Kick-Ass, I'll post events this week, and I'll get you guys to post the links to your events in the comments to that as well, so that everyone knows what's going on and we can send everyone to the tasting parties. Also, I'm looking at organising a few business blitz days. I'm doing one in Whangarei, one in Tahuna, where my parents' farmers, Tahuna Tavern. Yeah. Maybe, you know, one that for all the Waikato people. We could do one in Wellington and maybe one in Christchurch. So let Wellington and Christchurch, let me know if that would help you if we came down and just did a full day of business. Like, dude, what do I say back to this? Okay, cool. Hey, dude. Like, all right, everyone, post this on Facebook. Okay, let's go for it. You know, we all just actually sit down and do the do, rather than just saying, go and post on Facebook, go talk to people. We're actually sitting down and posting on Facebook, talking to people, like doing it. So I think that'll be really, really handy. Cool, Nick Watson in Christchurch. Awesome. Okay, so wicked, Christchurch. Woohoo! By the way, Christchurch is actually the fastest growing region ever in Isagenix right now. So yeah, dog. You guys are pumping it down there. It's so cool. So what I'll do, I'm actually coming down on the 20. Oh, hang on. We already have a business blitz planned with Lara. Okay, well, we'll do the Lara business blitz, and then maybe we'll do like a Team Kick-Ass, like wannabe Lara blitz afterwards. But we'll make ours like, you know, a bit more chilled or whatever. I don't actually know what Lara's is, but let's do it like the following day because I'll be down there then. So that's perfect. Cool. So Wellington, let me know if you want one. One in Waikato, which is going to be in Tahuna, yeah, and then Tahuna Hall, and then one is going to be in Whangarei. So those will be probably 3 weeks away, like middle to end of February. So yeah, but you guys, for your own individual teams, if you want to have a, you know, team call or a blitz for your own individual teams, let me know. We'll jump on Zoom and we'll freaking crush it. Okay, thanks everyone for jumping on. Sorry, it was a bit of a information overload tonight, but I hope that really, really helps you guys. Get excited for Isoderby, like holy shiz, understand what the hell it is, and know how important Isobody Challenge is, Healthy Mind and Body, and understand a little bit more about niche pages and how they could help you in Isoderby especially. So yeah.